Hello folks, Mr. Hickey here. Just a brief video explaining the conclusion to the Anglo-Irish Literary Revival. So all of you at this point should have looked at the background to it, and we stopped here and I asked you to look at Lady Gregory, who as you saw from the notes, I'm disappointed to say is not a key personality. That disappoints me because on a course where nearly every key personality is a man, the Leaving Cert, whoever said it, had a perfect opportunity to select a woman, in this case Lady Gregory, as a key personality, but didn't. So that's why I think she's worth looking at, and he did last week. I'm sure you saw the video and took down some notes on her. Now today, I want you to move on and look at the actual key personality for this section, who is W.B. Yeats. So you'll go through the notes there. Now I want you to take particular note of a play he and actually Lady Gregory wrote together called Kathleen Ní Houlihan. And let's see now. So I have notes on that, but it's very important because I suppose we don't quite get it today. I suppose we've so much TV and Netflix and all these kinds of things, but theatre was actually massive at the start of the 20th century, in the early 1900s. So a lot of people went to plays. So a lot of people would have seen this play in the Abbey Theatre, Kathleen Ní Houlihan. So I've included there a video on it. Just watch the first 3 minutes. There's a lecturer there. I think she's from America, and she explains what the play is about. But it is very important because, as Yeats himself said, was that the play that sent men out to be shot in 1916? So clearly, when people went to see the play, they were so inspired by it, they wanted to free Ireland. They got involved in things like the IRB, the Irish Citizen Army, the Irish Volunteers, and got involved in the 1916 Rising as a consequence. Okay, so you'll do that. Now, I've also included notes on the foundation of the Abbey Theatre, which was important. And again, Yeats, Lady Gregory were heavily involved in it. And this was a woman as well with a rather unfortunate name, Annie Horniman. Okay, so without her money, the Abbey Theatre would not have been able to happen. So have a look at that. I've also included, I suppose, like the GA and the Gaelic League, this is actually a very important slide here. The cultural revival, the Abbey Theatre, also ran into controversy brought on by politics. So you look at that, and I suppose the best example of that would be the Playboy riots. Okay, so have a look at that. Now, towards the end, I've looked at the overall impact, how Yeats and the literary revival contribute to the formation of a new sense of national identity. At the same time, the Gaelic revival was also being promoted by the GA and the Gaelic League. And what's really, really important is all combined, movements like the GA, the Gaelic League, and the Abbey would encourage more Irish people to strive for a fully independent Ireland. Because I suppose at this time, a lot of Irish people were happy with what was called Home Rule, which was limited independence. There would still be a connection with Britain, even though we would have our own parliament in Dublin, a Home Rule parliament. What I'm saying is movements like these encourage more Irish people to say, no, that's not for us. We want full independence, a fully independent republic. And I suppose that's what will lead to many people who were involved in the cultural movements like the GA and the Gaelic League to taking active part in the 1916 Rising. All right, folks, I hope that was helpful. As said, there will be an essay question on this and the Irish suffragette movement, which I'll be covering early next week in your summer assessment. Okay, so as I've said, if there's any problems, let me know. Get in touch. You can use Google Classroom. You can use the school Gmail. I'm here to help. All right, lads, all the best. And